Hello everyone, it is match day here at Ibrox Stadium. Rangers versus Aberdeen in the William Hills Premiership, Saturday 21st of March. It's like 10 to 10 at night or something absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, we've missed dinner. It is a shocking state of affairs, but I do have my bestie with me. Sheza, how are you?
I'm all right, thank you. I'm a wee bit nervous now that I've seen that Hearts score because I was quite content that they would finish 0-0. So a wee bit more added pressure. But we can deal with pressure, right?
Yeah, it's 6 points to gap once more as Hearts have won that game by 1-0. Disappointing, I said they were going to drop at Dundee, or drop to Dundee rather, and Dundee held them until 77 and they have won that 1-0. Rangers team is out, there's one change. Everyone's favourite Tello Asgard is in for everyone's other favourite Jedi Gassama. Jack Butland is in goal for his 150th appearance. He is of course Four Lads' hero and an extremely handsome individual. Anything to add?
No, agree.
James Tavernier, Yusuf Chermiti, the aforementioned Tello Asgard, Ryan Nadiri, Nasser Giga, two Romans, Emmanuel Fernandez, Tochi Chukwuani, Nikhil Raskin and Mikey Moore, which will translate into James Tavernier on the right, two Romans on the left, Giga along with Fernandez in the middle. Raskin will pick up alongside Chukwuani, and that will leave the front, which is... It's going to be a bit different because Mikey Moore's going to play probably the left side. Does that mean Asgard's on the right, or will it mean he'll put somebody out there like perhaps Ryan Nadiri? Yusuf Chermiti will be floating about in his own wee fucking world up front anyway, doing whatever the fuck he wants. And Asgard will be beside, well, one of the two of them. But that front four's going to look something in that region. Cheryl, your thoughts, please, on that selection?
I didn't know if it was like a 4-2-2-2-2-2-2-2-2.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be. Who's on the right? We just like it's so crap out there that we might just have abandoned it.
Or put Asgard out there. See what you just said.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's difficult. We're not flush with options. I spoke on Sunday about Gassama maybe being more of an impact player, but I didn't have that impact being for Thelo Asgard starting. But we know that Skov-Olsen's been ill all week.
It's contagious. Man flu.
I know, it's not great. It is what it is, isn't it? I've made a prediction earlier. I went for 3-1, so I'm not panicking at all.
I'm glad you're not. Rangers subs is, of course, Liam Kelly, John Suter, Connor Barron, Mohamed Diamande, Oliver Antman, yay, Dujon Sterling, Jedi Gassama, Bojan Majowski and Jaden Meghoma. Aberdeen team is... Oh crap, I'm going to butcher more than one of these. Dimitar Mitov in goals, Dennis Geiger, Kenan Bilalovic, Kevin Nisbet, who captains the sides, Ante Palaverza, Gavin Malloy, Jack Milne, Liam Morrison, Afiz Eremu, Dylan Lobban, Emmanuel Gyamfi. Substitutes, Per Christian Brathwaite, Mitchell Frame, Graham Shinney, Sivert Nielsen, Stuart Armstrong, Toyosi Olisanya, Marko Lajatic, Alexander Jensen and Topi Keskinen. Referee is Matthew McDermott. Fucking why bother? Matthew McDermott, Graham Stewart, Douglas Ross on the assistants, fourth officials, George Caldwell. We're getting nothing off Matthew McDermott, who is, you be as well as just putting Rod Stewart out there. To be quite honest, you'll get as much from him. Look, let's be honest, Aberdeen are a bit shit. And Rangers are a bit hit and miss, but we should have enough in here to deal with this. Aberdeen have got a really weird selection. No Shinney, no Armstrong, no Keskinen is all a bit strange for me. I don't really know what to expect from them. Obviously, Stuart Robertson will make them more difficult to beat, you would imagine. His St Mirren team and Kilmarnock team winning, meaning Aberdeen are just 3 points clear of the drop zone for that playoffs position. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could just rub their faces right in it and keep them down there? That would be fantastic for Rangers, though. We need more of our individuals and collectively to try and build on what's been a couple of clean sheets, but not being massively affected performances since that first half here against Celtic.
Hey, but you know what? They haven't been great, but this is their cup final. We know that.
Yeah.
We know how badly they can be doing elsewhere. Did they draw last week for his first game? Is that right?
Falkirk at home, yeah.
Yeah, they drew. He'll give them a wee lift, and we know that this is their cup final as well. So I think how badly they have been playing goes out the window today, unfortunately. But we do, I said to you before we came on, at least we've got a good few options on the bench. And this could be the game that turns it all round for Thelo Asgard.
I'm cold. It feels a wee bit chilly. Are you cold?
I'm alright, I'm quite warm.
Oh yeah, I'm
all
cold.
right, yeah.
Cold. Skov Olsen doesn't make it. He's got man flu, and we all know after the midweek pod how dangerous that can be. So rest easy, Skov Olsen, and I hope you get well soon, son. Just a brave soldier, isn't he?
He really is. He really.
Right, okay, we're going to go and watch this game then. It'll probably be dark by the time we got up there, since it is nearly midnight by now.
And we'll not have had our dinner either.
No dinner.
No dinner.
No.
That's my main concern. If
You
I
might
make
get macaroni
points,
pie at half time
I
though.
will, hopefully wrapped too, waiting for me at my table, specially put aside.
That guy does fancy you a wee
Just
bit,
for
doesn't he?
just 'cause
You always flirt your wee eyelashes,
well,
don't you?
for macaroni pies, it's the main thing. It's my main aim. As long as I'm fed, then I'm quite happy. Yeah.
I'll flirt for nothing really, but yeah, I'm allowed. So are you really, I suppose, yeah, technically. Right, well, we're going to do this then.
Let's do it.
Yeah, okay. Right, Rangers versus Aberdeen, season a bit. Hello everyone, it's half time here at Ibrox Stadium. Rangers does assemble. Sheryl is here also.
Pie. Had my macaroni pie.
Let's move on quickly. Rangers lead by 1-0. They do, in a game which they've largely controlled. Aberdeen are extremely poor, going forward. Jack has had absolutely nothing to do. They had one break, which Nasajiga dealt with excellently. Apart from that, Rangers have kept ball all game. Couple of efforts. James Tavernier, Mikey Moore had things blocked, but it was largely stalemate, and I was getting quite frustrated because we don't see a lot from the front men. Chermati spent most of his time on the left, Nadiri spent most of the time on his right. Asgard not really influential, not creating a lot. It's all coming through Mikey Moores and two Romans, but it's all very safe. And that was the story right up until Rangers' goal, which was a wonderful bit of play. Raskin plays a long diagonal, Romans makes it his, cuts it back, Moore block, and then Chukwuani just slots it away calmly through what was a few bodies in front of him, and it's a great finish. Rangers do lead by that goal, 1-0.
It's all very safe though, isn't it? And we need to be doing things a bit faster than we're doing them. Chermati's shot over the bar as well is about all he's given us.
I didn't remember that.
It was just, I think...
I remember his header.
Header right over the bar.
Header just after,
over the
what,
bar.
10 minutes or something? Aye.
Thale Asgard, it's probably, I think it was Alistair that said it was quite a good game for him because there wasn't much physicality required, but just every ball he gets is pretty much going back the way, isn't it? We just need to be doing things a lot quicker than we're doing them at the moment because it's all very safe, keeping the ball, but not really doing that much with it.
Was a good goal though. Great diagonal from Raskin.
And Romans.
Romans makes it his, cut back, Moore block, Chukwuani does slot that home really nicely.
Excellent finish as well. Plenty more of that in the second half, please. Any subs? Would you make any changes just now?
Not at the moment. I think we're doing fine. I think everything's okay. I'm like you. It's a bit safe. Mikey Moore's doing excellent right up until the point where he needs to actually create or take a shot or do something. He got into a really good position and kind of flaps his shot. Tav has one that just skims over. You can see the relief in the players when they go 1-0 up. They can see they start to open their bodies and start to look for the ball and start to relax a wee bit. A second goal would ultimately help us very much, but this is a poor Aberdeen side. They're banging trouble. You can see why they're only 3 points clear of the playoff positions at the bottom, because they are a very, very poor side. But it's 1-0 and anything can happen. Them coming out a wee bit might actually help us a wee bit because they're 5 at the back. They're very stagnant. It's very slow. But Rangers do need to go and force it a wee bit more, try and create, try and be a wee bit more loose on the ball. And by that I mean, like, try the passes that don't always look, like, you don't always have to be safe. You've got that lead, so try and go and express yourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. What he said.
Well, there you go. Gassama, probably your sub.
Diamande?
Later in the half, Diamande, Ant-Man, so there is options there. Miloski could always come on against his old side. Would really be wanting to do that? I'm not entirely sure, but Rangers are comfortable in a good position. But while it's 1-0, anybody can happen. So you want Rangers just to go and press on.
Yeah. I feel a wee bit more assured though, because of the centre back pairing. They're just so relaxed, aren't they? And they're just controlling everything that comes through. So I'm not as worried about that, and I haven't seen, we said at the beginning this was Aberdeen's cup final, but I haven't seen that from them today. They're really, really, really poor.
I'm not sure they're capable. On the centre back pairing, Nasajiga.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Keep him, we were talking about that during the game, weren't we? Try and keep him next season as well, because he's just dead assured.
He looks like he's grown into the Rangers jersey, and not a lot of people have the the balls, frankly, to recover from the mistakes he made in the position he was in to go and do that. So he has done that, and fair credit to him. As half time though, Rangers lead by 1-0. We're going to go up and watch the second half. Hopefully Rangers can add to that scoreline. They do lead by 1-0, and we'll join you at full time. Bye for now. Hello everyone, full time here at Ibrox Stadium. Rangers 4, Aberdeen 1 in a second half, which really was a tanking. Rangers returning to form, or hitting their stride, right? Whatever way you want to say it, it was a second half that well welcomed. That's for sure. Sheryl, 4-1 final score. You said 3-1, and then a moment of magic in the very last minute undone us. But with regards to our performance in that second half, we couldn't have asked for a better one.
Absolutely, but I think we kind of lost away slightly with to lose that first goal, to lose the goal towards the beginning of the second half was a wee bit frustrating, just a wee lapse of concentration by Chukwuani, but other than that, a really, really good performance. Yeah,
Davie Herd, 3 really good goals in the second half for Rangers, and one really harshly chopped off as well, but there was a lot more danger, a lot more things coming together which Rangers would have wanted. First goal comes from Mikey Moore. It's really good play by Nico Raskin. He wins it, passes it to Nadiri, and Nadiri feeds Moore. Moore then runs in and scores, and it's probably what Mikey Moore deserved in a second half performance, which was very good, and an overall 90, which was very good.
Young Moore's a player that just excites, isn't he? He gets the ball and he's always positive. He always wants to take players on. He wants to make things happen, and he deserved his goal today. I thought he was the best attacking player on the pitch. It was quite a good, and at that time when it went 2-0, we were all sitting there saying it's time to go on and score 2 or 3 more. And what did we do? Gave the craziest a goal away after that. Just total slackness. It's almost as if we thought the game was up. But unlike Rangers teams of the past, they then got going again. And I thought the last 20 minutes we played really well.
Yeah, I would concur with that. It was a sloppy goal we gave away. I'm not quite sure how it comes about. I was kind of daydreaming.
Chukwuani.
We were 2-0 up at the time, so I'm starting to think we could get 4-0. I think Chukwuani gives it away more or less straight to their player. He then plays straight in. Dennis Geiger, I think, the number 8, who finishes it in the corner really well. Aberdeen's only shot on target, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember much else from them, but Rangers do go forward straight away. Nisbet gives away a really silly free kick, and James Tavernier floats it in. It's a bit of a scramble, gets poked back, and Nico Raskin on the volley, having been involved in the first and second goal, then pokes it in for the third goal, and Rangers to lead 3-1. At that point the game is dead. Rangers do go on and score another. It hits Nico Raskin from point blank yards, his arms at his side. Is it a handball? Yeah, but is it really handball? The answer's no. It then gets played on for about 17 minutes, and Aberdeen have it down the side. Gassama shoulder barges the boy, wins it back. Rangers go forward, it gets cut back. Miofsky scores it in the roof of the net, and of course then they bring it back and chop it off from VAR, and it really is the biggest load of nonsense you're ever going to see. No idea how many goals that's been chopped off for Rangers, but that was never another decision, Davie, where it reminded me of that Dessers one a couple of years ago in the Old Firm, where they literally found a way to chop it off, and then once they'd found that, they were never going to correct it. But a horrendous, it seems to me like another horrendous decision that Rangers don't get.
For me, there's 2 parts to that for me. One is that I was under the impression that an accidental handball had to be the player that scored it, which it obviously wasn't. And the second thing is, I don't know how many phases of play you can go back. I mean, Aberdeen actually had the ball again, and Gassama won it back out in the wing. So it's a bit of a mystery to me how that can get chopped off. I'm sure Willie Collum will apologise to in good time though.
That was deserved though. Raskin absolutely deserved that, didn't he? Because he'd been involved in so much else, and it's just dead frustrating. Another really poor call.
Yeah, we're certainly feeling hard done by that. But then Ant-Man goes on a bit of a run at the end. He did okay. He still looks a bit nervous at times on the ball, but he does okay. He wins a free kick after he nearly got dragged down the Copeland Road basically at the end of the game, and Mikoma and Tav are eyeing it up, and the boys are saying this might be a left footer, and I've said no chance, this is Tav's going to hit this, and Tav produces a wonderful moment for James Tavernier, just like the Tav of old. He bends it right in the top corner. The precision on that is unbelievable. It's postage stamp. The goalie's at full length, it hits the underside of the bar, up and in. What a moment for James Tavernier, just like the James Tavernier of old. If James Tavernier can start scoring free kicks like that, last time he was scoring free kicks like that, Sheryl, Rangers were winning leagues.
Absolutely, and do you know what? That performance this afternoon was what was missing, because we go down to 2-1 and it gets just a wee bit nervy, but do you know what? Credit to them, they came back, they fought back, they showed a bit of character, and in the end it was a brilliant result.
Do you know what? We've rabbited on about mentality, and it gets on Danny Rule's tits when you ask him about the mentality, Davie. We know that. He gets a wee bit tetchy about it, but he's entitled to say the mentality is good. He's watched Hearts win 1-0, we go 6 points behind, but then we've come out and put in a performance today. We get pegged back at 2-1 and then go and finish it off 4-1, where it could have been 5, could have been more. Gassama done well when he came on a couple of runs. Ant-Man was looking dangerous. Miovski looked hungry as well, did score that goal, got chopped off, so we could have had a few, and finally, because after a fairly conservative first half, we looked dangerous in the second, so it came together a wee bit for Rangers. But Danny Rule's entitled to say, you've asked me about mentality, there's the question answered.
I totally agree with you. I said earlier on, when it went 2-1, you could feel the nerves coming back in the crowd, and I'm starting to think, oh, this could be a dodgy next 10 minutes. And there was a couple of minutes after it we started to get a wee bit slack, but all credit to them. I thought Raskin in midfield was excellent during that period of time. I thought Raskin, who never passes the ball forward, who created 2 goals and scored 1 today. Had that Raskin.
Nadiri as well, I'd like a wee shout out for Nadiri.
Yeah.
I thought he was very
I think he's the ultimate teammate.
Very
I'd like to see him having more attempts at goal. I think I'd like to see him in the penalty box more. But you can see what he brings to the team. You can see the work rate, the effort that he's got. I just feel that we're lacking a focal point inside the penalty box when we've got the ball. Both of them want to come short. Both of them want to go and get the ball and link up play. But it feels to me as if one of the two has to actually go into the box and be the player that's going to look to score a goal.
Yeah, it's a resounding performance for Rangers. Rangers win this by 4-1. Man of the match shouts, please, David Herd.
Moore.
Sheryl?
Moore.
Nico Raskin for me, purely because I believe that Mikey Moore was excellent. Nico has a hand in 2 of the goals and then scores the third himself. I thought Nico Raskin was excellent. Big shout out to Jack Butland on his 150th appearance for the club. Good work for Rangers. 7 games to go, 7 victories away from winning the league. That's all that's required. All that's required, ladies and gentlemen. All that's required. 7 victories. We need to start getting our head around that as a crowd, as a team, everything. And we need to start galvanising and going for this, because it is there for Rangers. And tonight, we cut the gap again in Hearts and we'll keep chasing. It ends Rangers 4. I was going to say Hearts. Rangers 4. Then from up there, 1. Full-time Ibrox. Job done, up the road.
The Four Lads podcast is sponsored by Rhino Express, Clydeview Joinery, Athol Industrial Solutions Limited, and CSD Air Conditioning, in partnership with Black Rooster and Art of Gold. Thank you for listening to or watching the podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show.